I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to... I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad. I didn't enter as mayor. I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions. But personally, I had a... I looked further into Bringer's map. The sacrifices were created by an exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter. Mr. Landon passed away in an accident. Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into... The problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, no one knows what happened to the Exaltist, but it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major Exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the Exaltists' most successful attempts at creating sacrifices were.
The leader of the Exaltists in Janus Quarter died a few years back. They haven't been active since. Could it be that Hartman was just acting on his own?
Unfortunately, that's my sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet.
Is it possible?
TOPS is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the reward. Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in TOPS and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family. If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
But what's in it for TOPS? There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman, right?
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when TOPS steps in. The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while TOPS comes off as the real protectors. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards TOPS. And Mr.
Still sharp as ever, Miss
So, what exactly do we... Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some I'm not some hero of justice. And
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the...
So it was you behind the rumors.
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread, and I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him, and I'd be happy to clear his name. Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration. After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one. There are too many eyes around me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it. I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices from those locations. I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do, so no one will be able to use them again. On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential. Her research overlaps. You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Really? A Void Hunter rank special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's involved?
That's right. She's heading to Janus Quarter for some business. She prefers to assess things on her own, and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know. So it looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices?
This affects a lot of ordinary people in New Eridu. We'll do our best.
I know you won't let me. Given our positions, we might not be friends. I'll leave the rest to you then.
Officer 148, you will get it done. Huh? Is something the matter?
Relax, it's like a walk in the park.
Officer 148, Ju Yuan, ready.
Lord Phaethon, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me. Touch me.
In position. Yep. Drop the weapon.
Has someone already taken the dormant sacrifice, or did the Exaltists decide to relocate? No. If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against any... Did she realize the mayor would...
Did Hartman just make up this intel to get a Been walking around forever and haven't found a...
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch.
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day.
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind the curtain.
Probably something with the sacrifices. I mean, how else would he know about the dormant ones left around here for... And he was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out...
Backup plan?
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened to overhear... What's Topps planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal...
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right. There's nothing here anyway. And we'll make it just in time to clock out for the field...
Let's get out of here first.
Hartman, that fool. She's an Exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get...
Vivian, you seem a bit frazzled.
The she I'm referring to is with the Exaltists. That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I felt compelled to uncover. I never meant to hide anything from you. It's just that... For me, the Exaltists bring back painful memories. And I'm not ready to face them yet. So, Lord Phaethon, please...
Sure, I'll stop asking. As for everything else, we can talk.
Lord Phaethon, if we weren't in such... I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done. But first things first, let's track down those dormant sacrifices. The Exaltists have probably real... I wish we knew what Hartman's backup plan is. I just can't shake the feeling that... something bad is about to happen.
Freeze!
Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons. Mockingbird might be seen as the bad guys by a lot of people, but... Ironically, joining Mockingbird is what put me on the right path. For the first time, I'm needed for more than just my curse. Better not get my chest dirty. Nothing here either. Are we too late? There's someone up
I knew it was you.
Camille, what are you doing here, sis?
Vivian, don't call me sis.
Are you trying to stop the Exaltists?
I never left the Exaltists.
You...
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been back then you walked away. You should do that. We didn't meet today. Take your friend.
What's wrong? Are you being forced into this?
Help me? Vivian, you're crying. You see me, don't you?
No.
You haven't changed a bit, Vivian. No need to hide your tears. You've made your choice. One last piece of advice. Stay out of this. I won't tell her we met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
Camille! Lord Phaethon, watch out! I'll tell you what that was about later. Let's take care of the ethereals first. Stay where you are! Such a pain.
You've been gone forever. Did you run in?
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Camille, the Exaltists.
Why would the Exaltists go after the sacrifices?
I saw it too, but I can't.
And one of them, I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death.
Wait, what did I miss?
When I was a child, back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures. A lot happened. And I can't turn a blind eye to the sacrifice. I know all too well how many lives have been ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janus Quarter. I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to investigate.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. We've got bigger things to focus on. But I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Phaethon. Just so you know.
Absolutely. If you're.
Okay. That conversation between those two TOPS employees back in the hall. They said Hartman had a backup plan. And that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under lately. There have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers have died. The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual. But considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous with payouts?
That sounds sketchy.
Precisely. I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard any. Do you have time, Lord Phaethon?
Sure.
An old friend of mine said she has some new intel. She's like a mentor to me. I learned a lot about data scraping on Internet thanks to her. time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Rain? So you...
Yeah, Faithin.
Rain, you actually know Wise is
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed a favor from Nicole. I only found out after. Who would expect a legendary proxy to be running a video store for a living? Oh, by the way, your idol.
Rain, let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Phaethon wouldn't be interested in the...
Why are you all tense? Right! Lord Phaethon lives on 6th Street too, and remember when you traced that post on Internaut to 6th Street and actually went to check it and you came back all bummed, spout like there was only a black cat at the location and maybe your...
I think I know that black cat. It hangs around our shop.
Lord Phaethon, please, let's...
Come on, Vivian. It's been years and you still won't say who your If you'd just let me, I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. But you've tried so hard already. It's okay.
I shouldn't have come to see you.
Huh? What's wrong?
Rain, Vivian said you might have some
All right, let's get down to business. The Ravenlock family's claim that those missing workers died in an accident? Don't buy. The last signal from those workers was near the Hollow. Then communication went dark. And yesterday, I picked up that the Ravenlock family secretly hired some people to search the Hollow's perimeter. I caught a weird distress signal from someone and managed to track down the source. When I tried to reach out, the signal cut out completely. The last trace of the signal was near Lumina. Finding someone in real life isn't really my thing.
Okay, we'll take... You just said this is something you're sure of.
I dug up some info online, and one thing's a few days ago, there were some creepy sounds coming from an abandoned warehouse by the port. The place was locked up, so not sure if it's related to your search. If you don't find anything useful around here, it might be worth checking. Well, that's all I...
Thank you.
Don't get all emotional on me now. This one's on the house. Consider it paid. But if you still want to find your... I've been curious.
All right, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself.
Nosy? Nah, just professionally curious. But honestly, whoever they are in real life, you've come a long way in this search, Viv. I much prefer the person you are now. So if you find this person, don't chicken out. People will appreciate you for... I might not care about the real world or what it'll be like. I'm counting on you to... All right, I have other business to take care of.
Lord Phaethon, please pay no mind to what Rain said. That big guy's up ahead. Let's hurry.
Don't take me back, please. I was wrong. I know please, no. Who are you? I won't say anything, I don't know anything.
We're not PubSec, the HIA, or the Ravenlock. We won't force you into
What do you want from me that...
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took...
I can't say. I can't. You never saw me. Please, just stop asking.
Don't you wish to see...
It's my fault.
But your family must miss you, dear.
No, it's my fault. It's all on me. I don't want to drag them into this.
If the whole ship is sinking...
I'm just a nobody.
If you care about your family and friends, even a butterfly flapping its wings, no one knows how this, but if you do nothing now, the only thing waiting for you at the end will be regret. We're not here to turn you in, and we won't force you to confront them. I'll help you return to your family.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money, looking for workers to go into the hollow to guard something. The money was way too good. We all kind of figured something wasn't right. I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether. After we sent in our applications, Hartman's men took us into the hollow. The first place we went, when we got there, they handed us some pills saying they'd improve our aptitude for ether. But after I took them, when I woke up, I saw they said something about me being a good experiment, moved me somewhere else and locked me up. But then a blonde guy found me, gave me a carrot, and let me... So I escaped.
It wasn't your fault that your coworker... You remember the place they first took you?
I only remember the first place was like a room. What exactly was in that? I'm not lying. Those pills they gave, I took just one and my mind felt like it wasn't. I'm telling the truth.
I know you're not lying. We'll arrange for your protection once this is all over.
Sometimes I wonder if you've had some kind of... No matter who you're up against, you seem to analyze the pros and cons.
Actually, I wasn't always like this. There was even a point where I just wanted to disappear. I wondered.
It's hard to picture that. My first impression of...
Well, I was on a mission at the auction when we first met, and just as Rain said,
Speaking of Rain, you even know one Denny Boo. That surprised me.
Enough about me. Tell me...
Looking back, it feels like I've been through a lot lately. Belle and I even... It's a long story, starting with how the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang gang. It should be around this area. Belle told me there's a highly rated store here.
Lord Phaethon!
What's wrong?
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before, too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero. But none of that was a coincidence. It was me. Following you, and now I've finally made it to your side. Ever since I was little, I had been seen. I had traveled to many places and witnessed far too much misfortune. Every tear I shed brought disaster. I've heard too many curses to count. I loathed my tears as much as I despised my own existence. Wherever I stayed, tragedy. I had roamed too many places, and each one night, I stumbled upon whether they knew me or not. Some mocked me with cruel intent. Some wished I would vanish. It really seemed that in that moment, as darkness enveloped so many lights. And not knowing where to go, I thought I made up my mind. And right then, I decided to take one last look. I wanted to know who left. It was you, Lord Vathan.
Huh? Me?
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Vathan. You were the one using the account at that time, but I know you probably don't remember it. After all, it was but for me. It was the night I finally realized where I wanted to walk the paths you had walked, see the sights you had seen.
So, I have to...
Well, you'll have to figure it out for yourself.
You're putting my memory...
So, Lord Vathan, thank not only for that comment you made that day, which was a silver lining for me, but for giving me the courage to become who I am today. Lord Vathan. Lycon just sent a message. There's an update.
Looks like Lycon's tied up with something. I'll call him now.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian. The gentleman, based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding the... He also mentioned that Hartman plans... We suspect that this group consists of members...
I knew it. Now that we have the location, it would be splendid.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as...
All right, we'll get there.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting you this time. The target coordinates have been shared with her. Please ensure your safety.
Huh? Is something the matter? Officer 148, Juyuan, ready.
Remember to buckle up.
Huh? We'll get it done.
Where's the sacrifice?
Camille, you really think I'd stroll around with something plus? Even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltus have been working together for... I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here.
I'm just here to verify. Our partnership isn't just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Sure thing. I'll take... Once you verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over.
All right. Lead the way.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. It's just that... Why would they only... And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman...
So this Dina they were talking about.
Lord Vathan, I really think we should hurry. We must get to where Hartman keeps the core.
I've mapped out a shorter route, but there will be ethereals along the way.
Don't worry, Lord Vathan. You're in capable hands. Siri! Stay away from Lord Vathan!
In position. Freeze!
Looks like Hartman's trying to negotiate for more leverage. Let's get out of here before we're spotted. Let's keep moving, Lord Vathan. Leave the enemies to me, Lord Vathan.
Drop the weapon!
They're still over there. Looks like they're arguing. This is our chance. Let's hurry. No matter who has the sacrifice core, Hartman or the Exaltists. Hand over what's in the box. Or we do this the hard way.
Talk big, little girl.
Let's hurry and secure the sacrifice core. So Hartman never kept the...
How did you even find your... Where's the core in the box?
You call this keeping the sacrifice course?
Vivian, it's been ages. Dina! Oh my, you actually remember. Look at you, thriving. So, tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Back then, You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from Daddy and everyone else? I wasn't...
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice...
Really? So loyal. I thought just a few words from Vivian and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with...
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what we... However, I do understand your worries. This core, it's fake.
No way! I got this... How can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Ugh, seriously. The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all. But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like the masterpiece Father made for the Creator. Isn't this worthless piece of...
So, the real core...
Vivian, where do you think this... I don't know. Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed. Oh, they shouldn't have... Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed? If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered... How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hand. It was you who brought disaster. Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame, whether I shed tears or not. He'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiment. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you. Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did it for his great Vivian. Why do you always mess everything up for me? You did it before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father. If you don't give me the sacrifice core... I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite... Oh, really? You don't... Then I suppose there isn't a... More ethereals are coming. There are too many. There's no chance to get out of this.
Watch your surroundings!
There are so many. It's ink.
Shun Palace, good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast. Now!
Thank you.
Finally, peace and quiet. You must be wise. Mayflower mentioned a special partner might need my help.
May I ask?
I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. Mayflower passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are. So I came to... At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming.
So, you're...
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
Guidance? What does that mean?
I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a... I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
I'm so sorry, Lord. I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I've...
You don't look so great.
Lord Vathan,
I can head back later, Vivian. If you want to talk about what's bothering...
I didn't mean to keep my past from you. When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune. So no matter where I went, no one wanted me. Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me there. I met Dina, who was so kind to me. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone so all life could live freely inside and out. Dina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow. Back then, Dina would chat with me every day. But things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened after that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others.
Was that blessing medicine?
Yes. To be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice seed. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption. In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrificed. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within. One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. And I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day. That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time, and followed him out of the I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed in the end. That person then, without hesitation, before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths, and just a few days later, It was time for Gina to be. I wanted to save her and stop anyone else, so that day, I told everyone. At first, Landon argued, but in front of them all. Lord Landon, please.
Vivian, you.
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Liar!
Run! Run!
Dina, wake up! We have to.
Vivian? What's happening?
Listen to me. Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't. Father!
No.
Mom, I want.
It's got nothing to do with us. This.
Vivian. Was Dina, I just didn't want you to accept the blessing.
I just don't want to lose my father.
You knew? If you knew what he's done.
He's my father. He's all I have.
Stop being self-righteous. I thought once Landon was gone, Dina would leave the Exaltists. I never expected her to continue his research, or Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster. So she's not a bad person. She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so. All these years, she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I didn't just fail to see. I see misfortune approaching. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
No, you're not the one causing trouble. Whatever went down with you, as for Dina and Camille, they knew the truth, and the hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. Not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like those.
Lord Phaethon.
You need to believe in yourself, Vivian. From what I can see, you're handling this sacrifice. Besides, you told me you really like who you've become.
Yes, thank you for listening to my years have gone by. But I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. Lord Phaethon.
Not just today.
I'll track down the location of the sacrifice. Good night, Lord Phaethon. Shawl, I didn't expect.
I was just covering someone. The screening here is super. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think then he logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the footage had been
Blonde, wearing.
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo. Thank you, Shawl.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages. All right, go ahead and do.
negotiation.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point.
Hasn't she already reached that?
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the Creator are leading us. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by—
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather... I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relate. I do not want any of my people to be... As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will... As for how things will...
The Creator will guide me.
Camille was actually...
Compared to Camille's motives, I'm more concerned about what...
Hugo. Wise, Lycon just sent a message saying he's got something...
Alright, let's patch him in.
Master Proxy, we have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight. This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite business. With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with This information has lured a young man named...
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burden?
Correct. And Hartman's study is also located...
I see. Hartman's study might...
It seems like there's nothing...
+1! Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
Master Proxy, it seems Miss Vivian requires your presence.
Yes, just your presence will help me immensely!
Sure. If we go together, we'll be able to keep an eye...
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately or contact me for back. I hope everything goes well for you.
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity.
Sincerity?
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop...
I am well aware of the ways of... If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be... Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion...
No need for such an off-color joke.
We both know what's what. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune. I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal...
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, blessing...
How did you know that?
Don't be... If I'm not mistaken, it's about... My companion and I are practically family. Perhaps when we've had our fill...
You know where the sacred...
So, can we go and... I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you. We can discuss what you wish to know while we
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss a matter. As for dessert, I will prepare it myself, and I guarantee it will satisfy. I'll come find you later.
These kinds of people. I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
Was there a special meaning to the dessert you mentioned just now? I thought he'd...
Hugo taught me that bringing up dessert in such situations is a way of telling the other party they need to offer more. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is otherwise. Burden wouldn't have been so willing to raise his... Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the bank...
All right. I've already taken note of...
Wherever you go, I'll... Isn't this...
The security outside of the manor is really...
Right. Having some backup would be...
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondence.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was fake.
Then let's split up.
Esteemed guests, is the cater so much so that these two distinguished guests don't want to come out? Well, after all, you don't... Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the maid. But I never expected that he would bring you into my terror. I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go. Vivian, Phaethon, tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of... The bullet. How?
Dear Uncle, why must we be so... You can just tell me what you want to say.
Hugo! Impossible!
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get... Did you really think I would be defeated?
You filthy bastard! You only...
Petty... Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish, my dear Uncle. Faking my own death. Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end. It was just to keep Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard. The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point.
You're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I must say, if nothing else, at least... Why do you look... You should be happy. We pulled that off together with flawless teamwork and managed to fool...
Drop your foolish facade.
I'm glad you still remember the code we set all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand didn't deteriorate. Oh, right. I should also thank the blood bag hidden in my clothes and... do you remember when we last used this trick? It was probably aged.
Sometimes. Have you never thought about what the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code? If I decided against helping you? Or if I just couldn't control my strength properly?
You'd understand it. Of course. If things really did, you wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you, would...
You're insane.
Aw, I'm flattered.
So what exactly is the purpose behind all this? Surely don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan.
Don't get your tail in a twist as things stand, whether as Hugo Vlad or as Mocking.
Seems you've made quite a few enemies.
As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what... Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of... Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, that was also sent by... He's probably figured that out by now.
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action. That warning letter was
You aren't hoping. In short, I'm more well-informed than your lot because I get around. But of course, after all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire.
When I helped you put on your little act, killing you in front of everyone.
Oh, yes. And it worked like a charm, didn't it? Now no one cares for me anymore, and all eyes are on Hartman. A perfect situation. Another crucial point is Vivian, and although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened, that's the only way they would be safe, allowing the plan to continue.
I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Proxy, so...
I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my... Obviously, it was all an act.
Hugo,
Would you believe me if I said it's for... But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure, of course. I also promised Vivian that I would help her in...
You don't look too good.
No. This... Lycon, do you have a place...
What exactly are you doing?
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't, Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy. After use, it allows control of the victims.
You were dosed with it.
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this... After finding out about it, I quickly found someone to... The good news is he gave me a very low dosage. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I simply need to put on a show in front. The bad news is when I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate, and that's exactly what's happening now. So, I will lock myself in this room. I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place or Anyway, after you leave, do not...
I recommend seeking professional...
This is advice. So, I can't... All you need to do is smile.
What if I want to stop you?
You know you won't succeed. Well...
I understand. Don't die, you stupid bastard.
Is this because the side effects haven't worn off yet? Lycon's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself? Looks like someone's over there. Might as well go ask.
It's all I wish I had never given! If you die, he'll come back. We'll have another, more than... I'll be able to escape! So, Hugo, for the sake of...
You don't want to?
Who are you?
I am you. Hidden deep within your heart, you want to kill her every time she beat you without reason. When she tried to gouge out your eyes. Why not admit your hatred? As you are, you can hunt her down.
Yes. I hate her because she was foolish and shallow, greedy and stupid. I hate her because she doesn't deserve to be a mother. So she chose to blame me. Blame me for my but I won't kill her because I know it won't change anything.
Have you been brainwashed by that dog? Keeping up.
Don't compare us. I've simply come to understand love or hate.
She sold you to the Ravenlock family for a huge sum of money. She used that money without you. Does it not torment you? Kill her.
But now?
Stop lying to this weak-minded thinking will only lead you to fear. Do you still not get it? This is how the world is, and always has. If you want to change anything, you must just like that woman. The only reason so listen to me. Find that woman, kill her. Why forgive them? They don't.
I'm not forgiving them. Or, perhaps the person I hate the most, but rather my weak, powerless past self who could do nothing. But I hate myself for having neither the strength nor the courage to resist. I hate myself for begging for so-called familial love, even after being treated so. And that means you. Correct. I forgive you.
You'll regret your pretty words mean nothing.
I see. This is still an illusion. To show up this time.
Brother! Hugo, let's play hide and seek! I'm already hiding! You'll find me, right? Like you always do!
Serena.
You're looking in the wrong place. I found an even better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me. Hey, Hugo. Do you ever wonder why I had to die?
It was because of me.
That's right. It was because of you. It's all your fault. If only you didn't exist, I wouldn't have had to suffer. still looking in the wrong spot. I can't believe you still haven't found me after all this time. Have you forgotten about me?
I haven't forgotten.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before. I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
Yes.
Then tell me, why do good people always suffer? Why is kindness always punished instead? Tell me, Hugo, why? Hugo, are you lost? Go back the way you came. I left you a surprise there.
I told you, I am you.
Of course.
Yes, your half-sister, unfortunately. I don't like the way you blame yourself. Because that means I'm to blame. Your mother sold you to the Ravenlocks. And your father...
My brothers and sisters wanted to get rid of...
In their eyes, you were no more than a slave. But, and so, she was fated to die.
They tried to kill me. Many times.
So they killed Serena, who was weaker, an easier target, and pinned everything on you. Those cruel brats thought that by reporting this to Father, they could use it to get rid of you. Yet, not only did Father...
In this world, only the ruthless, cruel, and merciless.
And that's exactly what you managed to live. You found a perfect opportunity. Here you go again. Deep down inside, you've always wondered, don't you want to rip them to shreds? Just like that day when you beat that... Recall your exhilaration, your cathartic
Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take...
They died by Hartman's hand. Dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock family's heir, rather than by ours.
Boring. I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scrap. Is that not power struggles, pitting kin against each other? It's like a curse, written into the Ravenlock.
Don't forget, light.
That's right, no matter how much you deny it, the survival of the fittest. Only the strongest does. This is the path of success that has led the Ravenlock family to victory countless. As long as you live, you'll never. You are destined to one day become someone like me.
Is that...
I won't.
You won't become a failure, so relax. Our power eclipses him, so do not deny your own desires. Do not risk that embedded deep and die.
Lygon. Never thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you. Seeing you means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right?